It's Ronaldo who can break again. And can he kill the Swedish dream? He has done, surely.
In from Bernardeschi. Ronaldo!
Kroos. Ronaldo! He's turned the tie around all by himself.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the perfect example of football domination. With 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, 4 Golden Shoes, and over 900 goals to his name, his legacy is undeniable. But to build such a legacy, he had to leave a trail of victims behind. From Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid to Bayern Munich, and even legends like Zlatan, Ronaldo made sure no one stood in his way. And no better place to start than with his first victim. When Ronaldo joined Manchester United in the summer of 2003, he was a young and talented winger, but his new teammates never liked him at first. Gary Neville was the first to complain about Ronaldo's failure to comply with the team's defensive structure, but it was Ruud van Nistelrooy who suffered the most. The Dutchman was United's most prolific striker, and his currency was goals. Just pass the ball to him, and he'd score. He went from Beckham's fast and pinpoint crosses to Ronaldo, who preferred to first dribble, then pass later, making his numbers take a huge hit. Ronaldo's flashy style of play and his desire to take over games often clashed with Van Nistelrooy's more traditional approach. From scoring 44 goals in the 02-03 season and winning the league, to averaging just above 20 goals for the next 3 seasons, their relationship got very complicated during a training session in the 05-06 season, and only got worse from there on, to the point where Ferguson had to intervene and sell Van Nistelrooy to help Ronaldo focus on his development, as he knew the kid he'd signed would lead the team far better than Van Nistelrooy and become the best player in the world. But none of that compares to what he did to Zlatan. You see, Zlatan had always wanted to lead his country to greatness, and qualifying for the 2014 World Cup was just one step closer to achieving his dream, until he locked horns with Ronaldo in the World Cup playoffs, and it became a duel between the two superstars. Sweden had failed to top their group in the World Cup qualifiers, so they had to go to the playoffs to fight for a spot in Brazil the following year. However, their opponents were Portugal, led by one Cristiano Ronaldo, who wasn't going to give them that chance on easy mode. So after losing the first leg in Portugal, Zlatan decided to take matters into his own hands, starting the second leg with much more aggression.
Is the stage set for one man? It's Ibrahimovic! He's done it!
It should have been his moment. But then, Ronaldo woke up and decided he wasn't just going to lie down and lose without a fight. He ended up scoring a perfect hat-trick in what is regarded as one of the greatest World Cup playoff performances in history, single-handedly sending Portugal to the World Cup and Zlatan into international exile. Zlatan may not admit it, but that was the night he became a victim of brute performance by the Portuguese superstar. And the worst part is that the humiliation didn't just stop there. When Zlatan mocked Ronaldo and downplayed his goal tally, praising ending the year with 61 goals, more than both him and Messi. And speaking of goals, Cristiano Ronaldo has owned this man from head to toe, and it's safe to say he is Atletico Madrid's daddy. Not this man, but him. I don't think I've ever seen a player terrorize a football club the way Ronaldo has done to Atletico Madrid throughout his entire career. They must have felt enormous joy when he left Madrid for Juventus. But even then, the pain didn't stop.
And put Juve in front. Is it ever in doubt?
He has scored 25 goals against them, 22 in the Madrid derbies, and slotted past them more hat-tricks than any other player in history. But it's not just the number of goals, it's the timing of them that makes Ronaldo so devastating. He didn't just do it in the league alone, he also had to torment them in the Champions League. In the 2014 Champions League final, Atletico was seconds away from their first ever title, but Ronaldo put them to sleep after burying his penalty to seal Madrid's victory. That alone wasn't painful enough. In the 2016 final, he scored the decisive penalty in the shootout to break their hearts once again. And in the 2017 semifinals, Ronaldo scored a hat-trick in the first leg to all but end Atletico's hopes of reaching the final. And just when they thought they were free, in 2019, while playing for Juventus, he again single-handedly knocked Atletico out with another hat-trick. By now, I bet Diego Simeone would have won at least 2 or 3 Champions Leagues if it wasn't for Ronaldo. They must have felt cursed, knowing that no matter what they did, no matter how well they played, Ronaldo would always be there to end their dreams. And that's the thing about Ronaldo. He wasn't just victimizing individual players, he also dominated entire clubs. For years, Barcelona had La Liga in their control. They had their golden era with Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi dominating Spain and Europe, winning 2 Champions Leagues and 3 La Liga titles in the span of 4 years, while dominating all the cup competitions and Madrid in the El Clásicos until Ronaldo arrived in Spain and shifted the tide back in Madrid's favor. During his 9 years at Real Madrid, Ronaldo won 2 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League trophies, often at Barcelona's expense. It started with the Copa del Rey final loss, courtesy of Ronaldo's header in extra time, followed by a league loss in the 11-12 season. And who can forget his calma celebration at the Camp Nou in 2012, where he silenced the crowd after a sublime finish past Victor Valdez. 20 goals against them is enough to tell you just how much they feared facing this man. In 2017, he added insult to injury with another stunning performance in the Super Cup, toying with PK before scoring a screamer past Ter Stegen and recreating Messi's iconic celebration in front of the Barca fans. Barcelona was supposed to be untouchable during the 2010s, but Ronaldo didn't care about legacies. He ended them. If there's another great club that has suffered its fair share of Ronaldo's wrath, it's gotta be Bayern Munich. Ronaldo's record against Bayern is scary. 9 goals in just 7 Champions League matches against the German giants. In 2014, Bayern was the defending champion and looked like the favorite to win it again. Then came the semi-final against Real Madrid, where Ronaldo put 2 past Neuer in the second leg. And if that wasn't enough, in 2017, Ronaldo put on a masterclass, scoring 5 goals across 2 legs, including a hat-trick in the second leg with 2 goals coming in extra time to send Real Madrid through to the semi-finals. Bayern's players were left stunned, and their fans were left heartbroken. Ronaldo's ability to rise to the occasion in the biggest moments made him a constant thorn in Bayern's side. But if there's one club that truly wished Ronaldo never existed, it's Sevilla, a club that has consistently been one of the best in Spain but has also been a constant victim of Cristiano's brilliance. He has scored more goals against Sevilla than any other team in his career. In just 18 matchups against them, he's managed a whopping 27 goals. This wasn't normal, it was complete humiliation. Hat tricks, free kicks, solo goals, you name it, he did it to Sevilla. For Sevilla, Ronaldo has been a constant source of pain. No discussion of Ronaldo's victims would be complete without mentioning Lionel Messi. For over a decade, Messi and Ronaldo were locked in a battle for supremacy. In fact, if Ronaldo didn't exist, Messi would be the only player in history to reach the 850 goals club and would have not just 8 but 13 golden balls, plus over 10 golden boots to his name. There would be no argument on who the greatest player of all time is. But Ronaldo's existence changed everything for Messi. From putting an end to Messi's record-breaking longest Ballon d'Or winning streak in 2013, to making Messi come in second several times in La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cups, and so on. He has punished Messi's side with 21 goals in the 36 times they've met. And it's safe to say that Lionel Messi is a victim of Cristiano Ronaldo.